Now we're back in the store and we're getting impatient. What in the heck is going on in the front of the line? There are about 6 people in front of you. This is supposed to be in and out. Now I'm getting angry. Now, at first, we're lost in our emotion. We're lost in the feeling of anger. The mind, the part of the mind that wants to understand what is going on, and this was the beginning of how I work with you and other students. We learn, what are we feeling? We want to observe oneself without judgment. Very key, without judgment. And begin to realize that in the looking of our nature is a beginning and a way to stimulate the mind that wants to think. See, the part of the mind that wants to think is like an old muscle just waiting for you to operate it, to begin to exercise it. It's an old muscle that's been sitting there for, it depends on you. I have a student that's, say, 18 years old. He started me when he was 17. Now he's 18 years old. And now I have other students who are in their 60s and all ages in between. I use Skype for my work. Most of my students are out of the country. And this is a wonderful thing about the internet. I'm able to, say, communicate my ideas throughout the world. And I get people from India, from China, from Africa, and the United States. And this kind of work will only attract a few individuals. As Gurdjieff says, and if you go to In Search of the Miraculous on page 66, Gurdjieff talks about the being of the individual. And he says something very important. He says, an individual who desires and wants to awake and applies himself, there are only a very few. Why? Because very few people want to look at themselves, see the truth. I remember watching a movie, but there was a scene, and you might remember just by hearing these words. An attorney asked the general, "Tell me the truth. Did you order Code Red?" And Code Red is to implement stress or cause harm on another individual. Because in the military, in this particular place, there's a standard of what a soldier is supposed to do. And evidently, one of the soldiers was not compliant and was not a soldier. So now there's a great investigation. And now the young prosecutor was asking, tell me the truth. Did you enforce Code Red? Tell me the truth. And the response from the general says, you cannot handle the truth. The truth? You cannot handle it. So, in retrospect, if we examine our nature, it's really hard for us to see the truth. We hide the truth from ourselves and especially others. Gurdjieff calls this buffering. We buffer the truth. In this work, we learn gently, slowly, how to see the truth of our nature. So to awaken, we want to awaken our mind to see what's going on. So in this situation at the supermarket or small market, we're in a state of anger. And what I want my students to do, and you can do this, just acknowledge, I feel angry. I feel pain. I feel tension. That's all. Without judgment. Try not to judge yourself. This is reality. I'm angry. That's reality. But for you to see it for yourself, that takes a lot of courage. Most individuals experience their anger and do something with it. They might scream at the individual. They'll start complaining. They might run out. They might drop things. They might kick something. They might start an argument. If you have any questions, you can see my website. Looking forward to communicating these ideas, and I have other ideas I'd like to share.